Hello, this is Tammy. This is Lakeside Stitch. Welcome back to my channel. I wanted to give an update on this blanket. This was the one that was done, but then the border wasn't really a border to it. It's still kind of one of the wonkiest blankets I've done, but you know, I still have a few ends that I have to weave in, but I have one side left to finish, and then this is done, and it will go into my makes. But I wanted to give an update on this blanket, which was, let's see what yarn it is. It is the Yarn Bee Eternal Bliss, I guess. Super chunky. And I wasn't really sure if this was going to be something I was going to return or continue to work with, so I got this much done. My opinion on this, number one, is I will not be returning it, and that's primarily because A, it wasn't as expensive as I thought it was, and B, I don't know where my receipt went anyway. But thankfully, in working with it, I really do like it. What I will say is I am frogging this because I don't want to have to buy more yarn, and so far, I should see how wide this is, but I basically feel like if I frogged it and made it not so wide, then I could get it to be the length that I want it to be without having to go out and buy more yarn. And I'm not really that far in it, so you know, I wanna frog it and kind of redo it. But let's take a look and see. Field trip, I gotta go get my tape measure. Okay, I bought a 3-pack of some tape measures, so this is a new one. So let me measure this. So it is about 50 wide. It really does not need to be that long. I'm probably going to make it let's see. Why is this such a pain? So, yeah, my guess is if I make this 40, that should be wide enough. I'll confirm that once I frog it and start it over, but at least I know what stitch I'm doing, that it is going to work out. I think 40 will be good. So, that's that. Because this is considered gray. I thought it was more of a taupe or brownish or whatever. It's a gray, which is fine. But I have 2 on here now, and I have 2 more. And then I have, I think, 2 more of this color, which is an ivory. I want to make sure that I can, this is 1 full skein of the ivory. So if I finished 1 skein and then try to do the border, I'm going to run out of ivory. So I think reducing the width is going to help. And I probably should do the math with the yarn that I have and just make sure it's all going to work. But who wants to do math? All right, so that's those 2. I have 2 projects in my car because I'm going to Bob's later. One of them is, I don't think I showed it to you yet. I took a couple pictures of it, but it is going to be the bouquet blanket that I'm making for my soon-to-be daughter-in-law for her shower, her wedding shower next month. And I'm going to do sunflowers around the edging. So right now I'm just working on the white circular center of it. So I have that, and I also have the Halloween blanket for her, which is not going to be until Christmas, but I figured it's a brainless project because it's granny stitch. So I have 2 shawls that I started, and I really started them just to make sure that I didn't find them too difficult and to get an idea of of how to do a shawl, because I hadn't done one yet. But I think I'm going to frog both of them because I am not very far in them, and I want to kind of change up the stitches. So but I haven't frogged them yet, but they're, you know, they're kind of set aside, and they're on the other side of the room. I could show you, but it's not necessary. I think I showed them to you before. Well, we're here. I'll show them to you. Hold on. Okay. So this is one, and I may not frog this one. This was the one that I first started, and then I just had set it down. But it is, I ended up putting the pattern on a sticky note. So I think it's a 6-row repeat, and I really wanted to just kind of do one that's a little more simplified, maybe like a 2-row repeat or something, or even a 3-row. So, but this one is pretty easy, so I may keep it. We'll see. And then the other one was with a darker yarn. And this is kind of what it looks like. And I think I may frog this one. I don't know. Because I don't know if I remember the pattern now with this one. It might be the same pattern. I don't know. But this is the one I'm probably going to frog because I don't remember the pattern. I'll take a look at it and see though. And I know these will be pretty quick once I just kind of devote the time to them. And then this other project, I always make these so wide. I don't know why I do that. This is so enormous. I mean, I'm going to have to frog this and just shorten the width on it. I never measure anything. I just eyeball it, and I just feel like it's always larger than I expect it to be. All right, so let's see. Currently, that can't be right. No, of course. It's about 50 also. Why do I make these so, it is. And to be like at 50, I mean, it's 49. But to not measure and be within an inch by eyeballing all the time is kind of crazy. But I need to shorten this one too. Again, not that far in it. And it's going to be basically 2 stitches. So the green's going to be 1 stitch, and the cream that's going to go on it is going to be another kind of a stitch. And I think the striping of the 2 colors is going to be kind of random. That's not going to be very uniform. So it'll be cute, I think, when it's done. But that's going to be for the same person that I'm making this for. So, and both of those really don't need to be done at any specific time. Just really by Christmas. But if I can do it sooner and I happen to see them, I'll bring it. I want to save at least one of them for Christmas, though. Okay, Okay, what else? So that's it as far as the whips go. I'm gonna work on this border while we chat, because what I'm gonna do is talk about what my day was like today, what my day is gonna be like tomorrow, what my plans are. So I haven't done any research to figure out what the issue is with my channel. I do think that maybe it might be a timing thing. So even though I had multiple channels and stuff before, even though I deleted them, maybe it just takes some time for Google and YouTube to kind of update that information. So I'm gonna just give it some time and see if it fixes itself. It is an issue with being able to register my phone number with the account. It wouldn't let me because it was saying I had more than 2 accounts. So I did check it a couple days ago, I think Wednesday or Thursday, and it still wouldn't let me register the phone number. So we'll give it some more time. So today is Saturday. I already told you that I work for New York State, and today I had a state exam at one of the local community colleges. It's an advancement exam. So I had that at 9:30 this morning, and I finished, I don't know, I probably finished at 12:30. We didn't start till 9:45. So it took a couple hours. They gave you 7 hours to take it, which thankfully I didn't need. I'm gonna put a fan on because it's hot. And so I was glad that that was done. And so tomorrow is Father's Day, but I'm actually gonna see my father today. And my brother and I are taking him out to dinner later at 4:30. And after dinner is when I'm going to Bob's, and then I'll stay at Bob's probably until maybe 10 or 11 tomorrow morning. He's going to his brother's. They're having a cookout. I could go, but I really don't want to because I was just there, and I really just want to come home and relax. I just feel like I'm always on the go, running wherever, whether it's back and forth to visit him or the state exam or to work or traveling for work. Like, I just want a day to relax. So I have to travel again and go on Monday to go to Rochester, and I have to leave Albany at 6 a.m., which means I gotta leave my house to get to work at about 5:15. So I want to get my laundry and stuff done tomorrow to relax, and I don't have to drive though, which will be nice. There's a new kid that works for us, and I've been on trips with him before, and I just said, hey, I want to drive, so then I can sit in the passenger side and crochet. So that's Monday, and I know I have 2 other trips coming up. Actually, I was thinking I had the 24th and the 25th, but I think I actually only have the 24th because the 25th is actually not a travel day. It is only, I just have like a Teams call with the agency, so that's good. But I know that there is another travel day upcoming. I don't recall what day it is, but I know it's this month. I'm trying to get them all done this month so I don't have to travel so much in July since my daughter will be home. And I was giving some thought as far as some structure for this channel. One of the things that I want to do is kind of, what was I calling it? It's kind of like just making some cakes with some yarn, but you know, some color variation within the cake. So I want to take, you know, 2 or 3 solids and kind of make a cake out of them, but have them be themed. So, you know, like I could do a Halloween one and it might have orange, black, and yellow in it, maybe a green or a purple, and kind of do a couple of different like Halloween variations. I wanted to do the same thing with like a Christmas with more of a end of summer kind of color. So I was just kind of thinking about what those color variations would look like by the month, because I wanted each month to kind of have its own theme. So like June is going to be Pride, so I want to make a Pride make for June, and being that we're already at the 14th, we're already kind of at the halfway mark of June, it's going to have to be a quicker project since I've got some other things going on too. So my thought was to kind of do a Pride shawl. So I had been looking at a couple of different channels, shawls, to find kind of an easier one to do, and I did find a couple, so that should be upcoming. And I think July was going to be kind of like patriotic 4th of July, so red, white, and blue. I do have an idea for well, it was going to be a blanket, but maybe I'll do a shawl. I just got to make sure that it's a project I can spend some time on, and get it done, you know, within the month. So that was kind of cool. Friday I was able to switch my desk, which I wasn't really in a bad spot, but I had a window that we really can't look out because it's got some kind of staining on the glass, and it must be between the panes, I don't know, but we kept the blinds closed on it. And so anyway, I moved one desk over and I have a great view, and I will maybe put the picture up here so you can kind of see that. So I'm happy about that. And I also have a day off next week for Juneteenth. I'm taking my mother to the doctor's that day, but at least I still have it off. So basically, I'm traveling Monday, I go into work Tuesday and Wednesday. I have Thursday off, I go in Friday, then we have the weekend, so that's pretty cool. I figured I'd get the video up today. I'm gonna be recording tomorrow. I'm just not really sure if I am going to post tomorrow. I probably will. I should be able to do a few things tomorrow. So I'm excited for that. And I'd also like to maybe get more yarn. I mean, I was thinking more and more about it. I think I have 2 more of these. I paid $5 for these at Michael's. And I think these might be good for either granny blankets or shawls, possibly. So I was thinking about getting more if they still have more. I mean, they had a ton. They have other colors too. I don't know. There's not a shawl. I guess it's not really a good color for a shawl, I don't think. So that's the kind of the problem, is like, I think it's a good deal. I just don't know what to make with the kind of color that it is. And I want to try and make some like mesh, like market bags or like a produce bag kind of a thing, because I see everybody doing those and I could really use one myself. So there's so many things that I just want to try, and it's so little time. I'm talking kind of soft because my mother is here, and I know she's been coming up and down the stairs. I can hear her, so. But other than that, I have a full weekend, but I am looking forward to being able to relax tomorrow, that's for sure. And the test that I took today, the exam, I don't know, 50-50 on it. There was obviously a lot that, I wouldn't say there's a lot I didn't know. There was a lot that I was questionable on. And so, you know, I wasn't very confident. And I'm really hoping I just pass it. I think they just do a pass-fail. They don't tell you what you got on it, which kind of stinks, but I'm just glad it's over. But, I mean, I think there was people there, too, that were done in like an hour, and I'm like, there's no way you actually read the question. I mean, those had to be people that just came in and did A, B, D, A, C, just kind of randomly put stuff because, which is smart, because there was no fee to sit for the exam. The exam was for internal state workers only. The only loss is your time for the hour that you were there. And basically the way that it works is whoever passes it goes on a list, and then when a position opens, they pick from that list. If the people that are on that list take a different job or decide they don't want the position, they will exhaust that list, and then once that list is exhausted, if there's still open positions, then they go to whoever failed, and they'll go, you know, to those people. So my thought is that if you don't know any of the answers and it doesn't cost you anything to sit for the exam, you might luck out and pass it arbitrarily, and now you're all of a sudden you're on a list. So why not spend an hour of your time? So those are the people that probably got done really, really fast. Plus, I had signed up for 2 exams. They were both for commercial real estate. It's one exam that you take, but they push it out to both agencies that you're applying for. So, you know, because I was sitting for 2 exams, some people weren't. So the people that got done quicker were probably people that were only doing 1 exam. But I still finished pretty quick, I thought. But I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't super confident on most of it. It was very, very challenging, and there definitely was some stuff that I was like, I don't know. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. But weather today's, I think it's supposed to clear up. It looks like it might be starting to clear up now. It was raining this morning. It rained overnight. It was raining when I got to the test, but it's not raining now. It does look like it's starting to clear up a bit, and I think it's, I shouldn't say what the weather is because I didn't even look at it, but I think my mother was telling me, and I think it's supposed to not be like a washout or anything. I mean, we might get showers again overnight. I think tomorrow overall is supposed to be decent, so I guess we'll see. My garden is not doing great. It's not like dying, or it doesn't look like that. It just isn't flourishing. It isn't, you know, bulking and expanding and all the things that it should be doing. I can't remember last year how long it took, but if I remember correctly, I want to say by now it was looking really good. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. But I guess I'm going to wrap this up for now. I'm going to finish this border so that this is a done deal. The Halloween blanket I won't finish, but I can at least work on it. And then I have to decide if I'm going to frog those 2 shawls. If I do, I'm going to restart another shawl. I just don't know what pattern I'm going to use yet. I want to get started on actually the Pride shawl. So maybe that's the shawl I'll do next if I frog these. I might keep one, frog the other. I'll keep the one with the pattern, frog the other. But yeah, I guess that's about it for now. Leave me a comment if you can think of a good idea for a themed month. I have June, I have July. I don't really have a theme yet for August or September, and that's it. I do have a theme for November and December, so I'd like to get your input on kind of what you think, even if it's not, you know, kind of a holiday theme like we have for July or June, the Juneteenth and Pride and all that. Even if it's just like August is going to be, you know, monochromatic blue, meaning multiple shades of blue. Maybe that's the color theme of the month, you know, and we do a project that's based on that color theme. We could pick a flower or a bird or an animal and kind of do something based around that as well. But I just want to get your thoughts on what you think that the color theme should be for August and September. And then we'll go from there. So I will let you guys go, and I hope you have a great weekend, and I will chat with you soon.